many of us avoid them for whatever reason. So let's just raise some awareness around prevention. What are some things, some go-to things people can do to avoid these issues in the first place? And again, I know some of this is obvious, but
issues like wart and fungus?
Or yeah, let's go. I mean,
for the warts, it's really the warts. It's really just don't walk barefoot. Ever.
Don't walk barefoot. Isn't it good though to go out and walk barefoot? Like I heard that it's good to go outside and walk on the earth,
on the sand, on some grass. Great, but not like around a pool.
Okay,
public pools.
Where there's a lot of. Well, how do you not walk with? Oh, I guess you wear the water shoes or whatever.
Yeah, wear your flip flops and water shoes. Those are fine.
Okay.
And I mean, a lot of kids get it because they're changing in the gym and school and things like that. And those gyms in the school, that's where all the fungi, all the viruses live over there. So you just gotta keep it clean.
Now, is it good then to like I mix between some days I wear socks and sneakers, some days I wear sandals. Is it good to rotate? Like I'd imagine too much of anything is not good all the time, right? What's your thoughts on that? Am I on a good path with like rotating my footwear day to day, or even changing my socks throughout the day if they get a little wet or musky?
So that's my recommendation typically. Okay, so for people with sweaty feet or people that tend to have like the athlete's foot that comes back again and again and again, it's all about maintaining a dry environment in your shoe. So the way you do that is you have to alternate shoes. Like if you wear the same shoe every day, give it a break. Wear this shoe today and then the other shoe tomorrow, and then that'll give it a full...
or maybe one of each one day if you want to go crazy, right?
I mean, if you have enough shoes, go for it. Another thing you could do is switch your socks. So a lot of people love cotton socks, but they're not great for athlete's foot because cotton socks, when they get wet, they stay wet. So
what's the alternative to? I've never thought about anything but cotton socks. What else do they make socks out of?
Right. So now, I mean, wool socks are the best, but it's Florida. It's hot. So you want any type of sock with a wicking technology. So you want something that wicks the moisture. You could buy special socks like that if you do truly have sweaty feet or you're a marathon runner or one of those things. But as long as you have some type of like synthetic fiber on your socks, then it should absorb most of the moisture.
So would that be like I bought some socks for running? There were, I think the brand was called Saucony. Is that the right? Am I saying that right?
Oh, those are good.
Are those those type of socks that have that lining? Yeah, because I use those when I run, and they definitely feel more comfortable.
See, those are wicking socks. They actually, I think they have also.
What do you keep saying? Wicking?
Wicking. It wicks the moisture.
They were talking about witches here.
No, wicking. It absorbs the moisture. It wicks.
It makes sense why somebody recommended to me to get those socks for running. So all the pieces of the puzzle are starting to come together here. You see?
Good. I'm glad I could bring it home for you.
What are we missing? You talked about fungus. We talked about warts. We were talking about dry skin. What are some of the other common issues that you see?
Sometimes I see some dermatitis.
Dermatitis. Derma being skin, and titis being I don't know what it is.
Inflammation.
Inflammation. Dermatitis is inflammation of the skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of people can get that from. I see it all the time when patients wear like Crocs without socks.
Croc? Don't wear Crocs without socks, people.
Don't wear Crocs.
Don't run a 5K race in Crocs or a marathon in Crocs. I've seen some videos like that. No good.
So you could get it from like the plastic or the rubber of shoes. Like a lot of times patients get it on the top of their foot. And really you just have to stop that. And if it's very, very painful or itchy, then any type of cortisone, over-the-counter hydrocortisone cream should help. And if it doesn't go away, you see me for a stronger cream. So that's kind of like another thing I see. So we did athlete's foot, plantar's warts. If they're very bad and very painful, I actually cut out plantar's warts. So that's another procedure. Yeah, I just cut it out.
Cut it on out of there.
Cut it out. Burn the remnants. That's what
burn it. Burn the wicking. Burn it. Oh man, I'm too much.
And then for toenail fungus, I will say this: those are stubborn ones. there are pills that just help clear the toenail fungus. But if you're against pills, even though the pill that I prescribe is amazing, you need a very strong topical antifungal to kill toenail fungus. Why? Because the toenails are about 15 times harder than your skin. So most of the over-the-counter stuff, even though it has the antifungal ingredient in it, it doesn't have the vehicle to penetrate into the nail.
Huh.
So that's why there's like more prescriptions, and I also sell some fancy stuff here that helps that barrier.
Well, what is this magic pill that you speak of?
Terbinafine?
Terbinafine?
Yeah, or Lamisil. That's what everybody knows it as.
Okay, and what is that? So that's just was like an
Inside.
What's that?
It kills the fungus from the inside. So it kills. Yeah, so the new nail will come out fungus free when you take this pill. It takes a couple months. Toenails take about 6 to 9 months to grow out if you're young. So you take the pill over the course of 3 months. I prescribe it, I monitor you, and then we wait for the nail to grow out, and everybody's very happy. That doesn't mean the fungus can't come back, because unless you do all those tips and tricks, keep your feet dry, keep the environment of your shoes dry, alternate your shoes, and do that stuff, it can always come back.
All right.
You can even buy like a shoe tree, like a UV shoe tree or shoe zapper. You hang your shoe on it every day, so it kills everything.
UV shoe tree.
Yeah, they have them on Amazon. They're great.
Not seen that. That's interesting. Just hang the shoes up and hit them with that UV light.
My favorite tip is taking one of those cheap Lipton tea bags, the black tea, the cheapest ones you have. Throw one dry tea bag into each shoe every night, and the tea that we drink actually has formalin in it. It actually absorbs the smell and the moisture in your shoe.
Dry tea bag in each shoe.
Black tea.
Overnight. It has to be black tea. That's going to help freshen up the situation. I like that.
Other skin conditions, those are the most common ones. I do have some random, like there are a lot of times that I do a lot of foot biopsies, like lower leg or foot biopsies. I've done some biopsies of weird things that people have on their feet, just like the dermatologist. And a few people over the years had some type of skin cancer. So it's always important to get your skin checked. And sometimes I coordinate with a dermatologist, and it's funny, the dermatologist that I refer back to, we refer back and forth to each other, she doesn't like to do foot stuff. So she sends me all the stubborn stuff. And then I also, when there's something a little bit too complicated, like skin cancer, I send back to her. So, things like that. Ulcers are a big one for the diabetic population. If you want to keep talking about skin conditions, ulcers are very, very common.
Ulcers on skin? I think of ulcers as like a stomach condition.
No, so ulcer just means hole. So you can get a diabetic foot ulcer.
Shows what I know here.
I've seen non-diabetics also get foot ulcers, like patients with very bad calluses they don't take care of, and then they just keep walking on their calluses, and then they develop a little ulcer, which is basically a divot in the skin that doesn't close over time. And I have all the tips and tricks to get it to close. But yeah, there are ulcers. Patients have diabetic foot ulcers because diabetics don't have enough sensation in their feet, and then they keep walking on pressure points and they have no idea, and then they ulcerate. So that's another very common skin condition.
Fascinating. What would be, before we wrap up here, one piece of advice that you'd like to give to someone dealing with a stubborn foot condition? Maybe it's that wart that keeps popping up, or just dry feet, whatever it is. What's one piece of advice you can leave them with?
Moisturize,
like moisturizing cream on the feet, just a daily
dose. If you live in Florida, especially, if we live in Florida, a lot of people here wear sandals, and that's too much air to the foot.
Too much air. I want my feet to be aired out. Come on.
Right, but it's too much, and then everybody has these like dried, cracked heels, and then they come.
That's why you do 1 day sandals and 1 day shoes. And you go back and
not you, Jeremy. Everybody's not you. So
I'm sorry for them then.
No, it's all good. You're the best. But you have to moisturize at least at night before you go to bed. A little cream on your feet at night goes a long way. Monitor your foot. If you have any sore spot of a callus or you think you might possibly have a wart, come in and get checked. If you have dry skin that no matter what cream you put on it doesn't go away, it's probably athlete's foot. You should come in for that. But really, it's very important to wear shoes with socks. And if you're wearing those low profile shoes, you got to wear the what's it called? Those hidden socks. You can't, that friction is what's going to cause pain and blisters and calluses and sores and dermatitis. So just if you're going to wear the shoe, wear it right. And there's also different like paddings and things to put inside your shoes. Just like you got those special socks, it's the same thing. You got to just protect your feet in every shoe that you wear. And that way you'll prevent warts and funguses and calluses and things like that. So those are a couple of tips that I recommend.
Love it. My wife has been trying to get me to put moisturizer on my face for my skin for a while now. She, unfortunately I don't do it regularly. This is why you get what you see here in this still video here.
You look like you have a beautiful supple face. Minus the wrinkles.
I'm being very self-deprecating today, but it's okay. Very cool. All right. Well, that was informative. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you've had your own foot problems, tell us about it in the comments. Tell us the struggles that you've gone through. Go see Dr. Tabakarov. Go see Dr. Lauren. She promises it will not hurt a bit unless she has to burn it off. Okay.
Correct.
There you go. All right, cool. Well, we will leave it at that. We will catch everyone next time on the next episode of the LMD Podiatry Podcast. Everyone take care, stay happy, stay healthy. Remember, we only have this one life to live. So let's take care of ourselves and live it with purpose and love and happiness. Take care, everyone. Stay blessed.
Thank you for listening to the LMD Podiatry Podcast. For more information, visit lmdpodiatry.com. That's lmdpodiatry.com. Or call 954-680-7133.